the drift. Who do you like at home? Get your bets on. You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the 1-800 number or visit the website.
Calvin McAvoy joins us before the running of the Derby, and Amy was really impressed in how how Silver Sister has come through that run and present in the yard. Calvin.
Yeah, thanks, John. No, she's a beautiful filly. Certainly has handled the 7-day backup and a trip over to South Australia, and she's got a lovely temperament, which really helps us.
What time in your calendar or your preparation did you decide that this was a target race?
Last Saturday night. We had it in the back of our minds, but it's been a bit of a muddled prep, to be honest. Like, coming over to Adelaide when she ran poorly really threw us out of whack, and it was on the radar. The Oaks was on the radar back then, and then we had to pivot and change plan.
Looking at her form on either side of that run, she's been exemplary. Did you ever find out what happened here a few weeks ago?
Look, I just think she got squeezed out the back and got taken very wide and was just never in it. So she just didn't take part, to be honest. Her sectionals weren't terrible. Her sectionals in that race were better than the result.
One thing I've really loved about her last couple of runs is the way she travels in her races. She's quite economical, but she's always travelled like she was going to win those.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I'm confident that Philly's up to this. It's just the ground is now a query. So if she can get through the ground, I think she'll be very hard to beat.
You won this race with Coco Son a couple of years ago. That was off a 7-day backup as well. You think this filly is as good as her?
I do, yeah. I do think she is. Coco Son loved this ground. She would have been well placed here today.
How much of a query is the track downgrade for Silver Sister?
She's had one go on it at the end of her two-year-old day. Didn't go at all, but it was an end of prep run. So it's a little bit inconclusive, but she was so good on firm ground last week. That's why we were keen for faster ground.
Great to see you back here again. Good luck, Calvin.
Thank you.
McAvoy there with John having a look at the prospect of Silver Sister. So you can see Tim Edwards is on the same page as John, same exacta for him, 14 to beat 15. The market mover for Sportsbet is Single Choice, $9.50. Jamie Mutt riding for Matt Kumani. Matt Kumani chasing his first Group 1 victory. This is his 20th Group 1 runner. He's had 3 minor place getters before. He looks to have a live chance here with Single Choice. But in an open race, John, it is the fillies up the top of the market here. 14 favourite ahead of 15.
It is an open market. Silver Sister was easy, but just in the last few minutes, she has trimmed back again. She's not quite going to run favourite, but she's starting to push after summer again. Track holding up quite well. I know we've had a few downgrades, but they're still posting decent enough times. You can see the horses moving in. The first couple of 100 metres are going to tell a story for a few horses, especially favourite after summer. She's drawn 14 out of 16 after the scratchings. Jockey Billy Egan needs to find a spot.
Are locked and loaded. Red lights on. Set here. Strictly Business down low. Starter holding. They're ready and they're racing in the Derby. Silver Sister only fairly away. Geneva, the Kiwi, began fast. Going forward was Wigmore, the outside, and Silver Sister's now recovering. And not far away, Single Choice back on the inside as they go past the crowd here. And the leader on the inside is the Kiwi, Geneva. Leading narrowly, second placing Wigmore, the outside. Single Choice is third on the outside, KJ improving. Flying Brant is deep out in the track, and the favourite after summer in the red jacket is trying to get around the outside too. Silver Sister and Autumn Mystery, the next pair from Engine of War. It's about 3 deep, so after summer's in fact 4 wide there. Impulsive Reaction, the chairman winner, back midfield there, one off the fence. Then came Arabian Prince. Further back was Strictly Business, one of the 4 fillies in the race. She's back in about 5th last from Amazaki and Kane. Well back in the field then towards the rear came Kazaroo. And last of all is Savvy Santa. So it's the South Australian Flying Brant leading the race down the back. 1,600 metres to go on the South Australian Derby. Second is KJ, about a long neck to a length away now second. Third is the Kiwi. Geneva is securing a lovely run after summer. Meanwhile, in the red jacket, she's covering extra territory on the outside. She's moving forward there. Wigmore's between runners, a length and a half away to Silver Sister. Then Single Choice as they're out down the back towards the 1,200. Engine of War is beyond midfield. It's one off the fence there. Further back is Autumn Mystery, the inside. There's another one wider out, Arabian Prince. Then came Amazaki. It's around the outside of Impulsive Reaction. It's back in about 6th last position. Further back, Strictly Business. Further back in the field, Kazaroo, Kane. And last is Savvy Santa. The big field run down the back, 1,000 1,000 metres to go in the South Australian Derby. We're about to liven things up. 800 metres to go. Flying Brant's the leader. KJ's a long neck away second after Summer's been covering territory. Geneva's the inside of Wigmore. Then came Silver Sister trying to work into the clear. Autumn Mysteries making ground the fence and looks some chance from Single Choice. Then Engine of War, Impulsive Reaction making ground. Further back, Strictly Business. Arabian Prince gets to the outside. The Derby field's about to run for the money here. And Flying Brant left the fence. So Autumn Mysteries getting right up on the fence with Geneva. And Strictly Business is going to be nailed to the rail. They turn the corner now. They're all cutting the corner. Strictly Business has ran to the lead now from Autumn Mystery. Then Savvy Santa. Wider out was Wigmore and Single Choice. It's Strictly Business leading 200 to go. Autumn Mystery out wide on the track running on Wigmore, but still in front Strictly Business. Wigmore's going to it. Strictly Business in front. Photo. Diving the outside is Wigmore. Wigmore on the outside. Strictly Business the inside. It's a photo in the Derby. Third placing's either Autumn Mystery, who was close up from Savvy Santa, Single Choice, Impulsive Reaction, KJ. Then Amazaki, wider out in the track, Arabian Prince from Silver Sister. Further back in the field came towards the rear. We had Flying Brant, Canay, Engine of War. Further back after Summer, and last in was Kazaroo. It's a photo and the outside is going to get it.
Wigmore gets it here, number 12. So Phillip Stokes and OTI go back-to-back after winning the Derby here last year with the filly Feminilla. Just having its second run for the Phillip Stokes yard. The former Kiwi, fourth in the New Zealand Derby, gives T.O. Nugent a second Group 1 winner after he won the Oakley Plate on Portland Sky. It has nailed a game Strictly Business. The VRC Oaks winner right back to her best today. John Allen oh so close to registering a fifth South Australian Derby win. Autumn Mystery has found its best form today. It's run third. Brad Rawiller for Rory Hunter and Single Choice fourth. Jamie Mott for Matt Kumani. Wigmore at a big price, John, takes the Thomas Farm South Australian Derby.
We know John Allen loves Morpheville. It was such a good ride from him on Strictly Business. He'd saved all the ground and she kicked a couple of lengths clear at the 200-metre mark. But coming to the turn, Wigmore was trucking into the race beautifully, and jockey T.O. Nugent had the advantage of being in the cleaner and slightly better going out wide. He's needed the last 200 to run Strictly Business down, but he's been able to do so right in the last stride. Autumn Mystery, a very similar run to Strictly Business, saving all the ground up the inside, presented well at the top of the straight. But the Stokes yard get another Derby to add to their collection. Gee, they're fantastic at peaking these horses in the big 3-year-old races, and what a ride from T.O. Nugent.
Phil, run us through your emotions right at the moment, man.
Well, Terry Henderson rang me up and said, can you just get rid of 25% of this? And I sort of got on the phone, rung Chappie and a few of my mates, and they came in on it, and I said, we'll have it in the Derby. So hadn't raced for 8 weeks going into the Chairman's. He took good improvement, obviously relished the wet track. He'd done well in the week here. Big thanks to the team. Yeah, huge.
So he's running the New Zealand Derby. He was back on March 7. When did he actually lob at your place?
Oh, about 3 weeks after, and we just brought him along slowly. He's very clean-winded. Big thanks to OTI, they're massive supporters of our stable. You know, they've won this twice now. We've had quite a few Group 1 winners now, so Terry and Shane and the team over there, so that's great.
Back-to-back wins for you in the Derby. Group 1 win number 9 as well for you.
Yeah, we're getting up there, so that's great. They're very important. Yeah, it's just really good for everyone. A lot of local owners in this horse too, so it's great.
I know your family's such a big part of what you do, your wife Ayumi and your 2 boys, Tommy and Karen.
Yeah, no, they're doing a great job. Tommy couldn't be here today, he had to be at Hawkesbury, but he'll be watching and be very proud. So Shay's been over here for the last couple of weeks, so he'll get a big kick out of this too.
So you've only had him for 2 runs, ran in the Chairman's, now wins the Derby. He ran in the New Zealand Derby. Do you pull up stumps with him right now, or is it too early to make a decision on race day?
Oh, it's too early. You know, you've got a Queensland Derby, but I'm not sure if I want to go that way. He's done an amazing job to be up as long as he has. You know, we could have a Melbourne Cup horse in our plans, you know.
What's impressed you about this guy since you've had him?
Oh, just how clean-winded he is. Like, he didn't even have a jump out coming into this, so we just, you know, train him. I've had a bit of luck doing it with these sort of horses like Dake Sweet Juniors and the Amades, and you can leave a lot on the track if you overtrain them, so they're just natural stayers, and I really enjoy training them.
Lockie Neindorf on the sideline, suspended. Would it have, I mean, it's fantastic for T.O. and I can't wait to have a chat with him, but would it have been Lockie this afternoon?
Oh, of course it would have. I feel sorry for Lockie. He put a fair bit of work into this, and his dad's actually got a share in this, Steve, so that's how much of confidence Lockie had in the horse to put his dad in. So, yeah, anyway, Lockie will get his chance.
And for T.O. as well, though, what a great moment for the young man. He's such a ripper.
Yeah, it's great for him. He rode it very well, got him out of the machines, put him in the race, and it was huge.
Hey, mate, well done.
Thank you.
Here we go, Phillip Stokes. Hopefully T.O.'s not too far away. He will join us in just a moment, but what an outstanding moment for T.O. Nugent, John, and he is a fine rider, as we know.
I really like him as a rider. He's an underrated rider. I talk a lot about riders having good hands and being very smooth riders, and T.O. really fits that bill. The Melbourne jockey ranks are very competitive, and maybe he doesn't always get the opportunities that he deserves, but he's quite an accomplished rider, and it's great to see him produce such a good steer there at the highest level. So we watch a couple of very happy part owners down in the mounting yard. The mounting yard absolutely packed at the moment. One part owner that Phil Stokes mentioned there, Rob Chapman, I saw him upstairs earlier and he gave me a big push for the horse Wigmore. So, yeah, well done to you, Chappie. We'll just see if we can grab T.O. Nugent to come up here as well. And yeah, the Stokes yard do such a fantastic job of peaking their young horses for these big races, and they've been able to do so again. Amy made mention of what a beautiful horse he was in the mounting yard. He's a real staying type, as you'd expect from a New Zealander, and doing a lot in his 8 career starts to date.
It's a little pre-race, we will get on it.
Hey, T.O., well done. We had a chat before the meeting got underway. I mentioned you'd be chasing Group 1 win number 2. You said, I'm overdue.
It was. It's a good few years between drinks, but very fitting to get another one for Phil Stokes. I got a little bit teary talking to Bruce McAvaney sort of post-race there. I sort of promised Phil when I was about 12 years old I was going to stay on and be his apprentice. Went over to Ireland, learned how to ride horses, and for whatever reason it never worked out. I went to Kieran Maher instead, and look, it's great to team up with Phil now and get a Group 1 behind us. He's been super in my apprenticeship. He always chucked me on in town, and just of late, the last couple of weeks, I've sort of been coming over to Adelaide, warming up for the season, and to get a Group 1 with him is a massive thrill. And look, he trained this horse to the minute. This is his first, campaign, first preparation, and to be in work for 6 months. He got me off when he legged me on. He was feeling super well, and look, he's a typical Kiwi mud lover. Got through the mud, no worries at all, and onwards and upwards for him for sure.
What about Johnny Allen when he was dashing up on the inside on the filly Strictly Business? When did you start to believe I can get to you here, Johnny?
Yeah, my horse trucked into it from a long way out. From the 600, I was in the best perfect position, got the trail in behind Zara, and he took me everywhere we needed to go. Got to the middle of the track where I walked it several times today, and I just wanted to come down the middle of the crown thinking it was the best place to be. And look, the further we got, the more excited and sort of more confident I did get in the finish. But look, he only sort of got warm the last 15 through the line. He took a bit to pull up, so onwards and upwards, and he's a nice horse to follow.
I've got to shout out to some people back home that no doubt are a big part of what you do.
Oh, definitely. Don't want to get emotional again, but look, Mum and Dad will be watching at home, and Claire as well, you'll be there. And look, she's 6 weeks away from giving birth, and yeah, it's pretty fitting for sure, yeah.
Mate, that's congratulations on a great win for you today. Group 1 win number 2.
Thanks so much. Thanks, guys. Well done.
Oh, what a great moment for T.O. Nugent and Phil Stokes. Terrific training performance.